Because they green light like everything, and like there's a like definitely like varying degrees of quality with Netflix stuff, especially like. No, you're fine. I know a few shows.
I thought the thing fell. I was like, what just happened?
Is that the first sneeze on the cast?
No, I think I've probably sneezed before, but it was just funny
I don't
because
remember that ever happening.
It sounded like this broke and started falling, and I was like, oh shit.
It's like, oh shit, the wall. Anyway. Welcome to the Delco Nerd Network podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Noguchi, and here with a few friends in the Delaware County area. We get in a basement, we talk about a certain topic. Today's topic, streaming services. Of course, to talk, my co-host, Tim Appleby, Chris Trio. How are you guys?
Good, man. How are you?
Excellent. Pretty good. Well, you know, before we get into the topic, we like to say, what's up? What have you guys been up to?
Dude.
Playing, watching, doing?
I just got
chilling?
The Evil Within 2. And I've been loving it, actually. I got it for $20. GameStop has these weird random sales where they're like, all right, it's $20 for a new game, but then it's $35 for an old one, for used. And I'm like, okay, well, and I think the reason is...
You bought a used game?
No, I bought new for $20.
Ew.
But the idea is, I think, when you buy that used game, you can take it back within a week and get a full refund. So I think they'd rather just get that $20 and know that they are keeping that $20 from you. And I think more people are going to buy that $20
game.
That's weird.
Isn't that interesting? Oh, I was like, this is weird. I don't know. But yeah, I've been playing that. I've been really enjoying it. Besides that, not a whole lot. I've been watching a little bit of X-Men for like their in-review thing. But it's been
funny, yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Got Uncharted 4, been playing that. I'm still going through it, so it's pretty good. I don't know if I think it's like the be-all, end-all that everyone was like proclaiming it is, but I like it. I don't know.
I guess you got to remember people are coming out that with 3 years of expectations. They've been playing the old games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That build up.
Yeah. Watching a little Luke Cage season 2.
I need to
better than I didn't hear about because nobody's talking about it.
Literally. That will ooh, foreshadowing. I want to talk about that later. But
and that's kind of it. I mean, really lull time, like not really playing too much.
That's why I picked
watching
up
like a little bit of TV, like not much. What about you, Tim?
Work and Dark Souls.
You've been playing Dark Souls Remaster.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
It's Dark Souls.
So, yeah. You can't beat that. Yeah.
You know what it?
So that's just the first one, right?
Yeah.
That's not like the okay.
Yeah.
Because I know all the
and
whole
they
big
ported
thing
it
now
to
is together.
Switch and stuff. So
cool.
Yeah, I'm finally past Anne Rolando now, so I'm actually into like fresh game for me. So
nice.
Good.
Yeah. Wait, you never got past Anne Rolando?
I never
you never got past Ortina's
I did like everything else optional and never actually beat Ortina's mouth.
Yeah, that's definitely a difficulty checkpoint for that game.
Yeah,
though.
it is. It's ridiculous.
You basically fight like 2 bosses at the same time. One's really fast and uses lightning. The other one's fat and tries to like sit on you
very slow,
the whole time. But like it's just ridiculous. It's a really hard fight, and for most people playing that game, it's like you get stuck there and you stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that is interesting. Like I got to that part in Bloodborne. It's not even that hard. I think I just stopped, not even because it's hard, but because I just got another game with the spider. I like hit that.
Oh.
The ROM or something. Yeah, and I can beat it if I try, but I just need to put in the time.
Right.
But I think that about wraps up the beginnings, guys. Today we are here to talk about streaming services, and I wanted to bring this up because I thought it was Gooch. You said we should do a topic on the DC streaming, and I was like, that's very interesting. What about all of streaming? Because it's becoming like a really big medium. Maybe not even becoming. Maybe it is. We got Netflix. We got HBO. We got Hulu. We got Amazon. CBS has one now, too. Like, there's DC's coming out with theirs. Disney's going to have one coming. And I'm honestly just curious, what streaming services do you guys own or you're subscribed to? Huge.
Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime. Which I don't use that much.
Yeah. That was my fun.
I mean, I don't stream HBO. I just have the channel.
Mm-hmm.
I actually I don't have cable right now, so Sling. I don't know if you know what that is. That's live TV, which is not really. So it's streaming live channels.
Okay.
So like AMC's on it, and you can get HBO and stuff, and some other channels.
That's like the PlayStation View type thing, right?
Sort of.
Yeah, Sling's really cool.
Yeah, yeah. It was shitty in the beginning. It's gotten a lot better.
That's good.
Because there's nothing like watching the back when I thought Walking Dead was the shit on toast. That's not the right expression. But
Hold on.
We'll continue.
It got better? Or what? Where did I go?
Yeah, and you're watching the season premiere, and it stops working.
Yeah,
Sling stops working because there's too many people on it.
That's insane.
Yeah, there's nothing fucking more infuriating.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that counts. Yeah, that counts as a streaming service.
100% does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they scaled really well.
No.
And
Their new tech is really
that's
nice.
kind of
That's
it.
good.
What about you, Tim?
I'm just Netflix and Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
That's it. I
And
mean, I do, like, since I subscribed to the
You need that
Verizon-
prescription.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is an addiction to TV. So. But since I have, like, the HBO whatever cable, I can get the HBO Go app.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so, like...
Yeah, you guys have a Roku on the projector, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can get all the HBO stuff, which is how I watch Westworld.
Yeah. And it's fun. Even, like, Amazon now, you can get HBO through that.
Yeah.
Which is insane, the streaming stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
even, like...
it's really funny to see now, because I have an Amazon Prime app on my Roku, so the Roku is a platform. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I have the Roku, which is a platform that has Amazon Prime, which is now a platform. So like I can get the it's just like
it's like what's happening.
So
Yeah.
like I have Chromecast.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I cast things to the TV. So I just have
Those
the
things
app
are
on my
genius.
phone. So basically, what the Roku is essentially the apps are all on it
Yeah.
instead of like
It's like an
streaming
Apple
it.
TV type thing almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even like me, I have Netflix.
And of course, I'm watching stuff on my Xbox on a console. So I'm sure most of us probably maybe do that.
Totally. Yeah. So I have Netflix. I have Hulu by way of Spotify because it comes free with your student membership, which is really
yeah,
cool.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not a
I rarely use the Hulu one.
Actually,
but
there's
that's,
another streaming service, Spotify. Right?
yeah, literally. That's
Sure.
streaming music.
Yeah.
But
I
so
thought
Hulu, I like rarely use. Even Netflix, I own. I there's a few things I watch when it comes out, but even like lately, Luke Cage and Jessica Jones, I haven't really been watching. And then what's the other one? HBO. Yeah, I only put that in there because they have that streaming service, and then it's like CBS All Access. What is going on, guys? What are we? They have Star Trek on there now, which is cool, and I guess if you're into that, that's a big draw. But I don't know. Like, one of my big questions is, do you think we'll get around to a point of like, where we're just paying so much, we're paying $10 for each streaming service, and then we're just end up paying $100 a month again?
Yes, but
Yeah.
not because there's different streaming services.
Okay.
I think the future of streaming is how actually podcasts are, where they're decentralized. They're
Okay.
so you're getting all this content from various sources. They're coming onto one platform, which could be the platform of your choice, whether it's iPhone, Android, Roku, whatever the hell you want. And then each thing you're subscribed to is going to cost you. That's what the future of, I think, streaming services is. So now you're paying for the shows you want to watch, and that's it.
Yeah.
And you're just getting.
So you're
what
just
you
paying
want.
for
Right.
that channel to stream
Right.
that.
Or maybe you have a deal like Netflix where you pay for a Netflix subscription, you get access
all this
to
stuff, yeah.
all the certain things. Yeah.
And then, I mean, even you see Netflix and all these places making their own content. And, like,
right.
the one thing, it's funny, my dad said to me, like, I don't remember, like half a year ago now, he's like, you don't think how they release shows, they release a whole season at once a lot of the times on these streaming services, right? He's like, you don't think that takes away from, like, the coolness factor of a show, like waiting week to week and this, that, and the other? And I'm like, I don't think so. I think it's cool. That way you can watch them all through. But no, listen.
Depends.
And then, so now we get, fast forward, we're 6 months now, and I'm like, well, I haven't given a shit about Jessica Jones Season 2, Luke Cage I don't really care about, Daredevil I might see, but I think this whole idea of releasing everything at once in one conjoined thing makes people go like, all right, now I feel like I either have to watch it all this weekend when it drops, or I'm behind the conversation and it doesn't matter anymore and I don't care enough.
Yeah, like imagine if Game of Thrones was just dropped. It would not be the same. And it would. I feel like
I don't know if it would.
Like
Yeah.
I feel like Game of Thrones, like especially last season, week to week, having that discussion, going into work, going into school, whatever it was, and everyone was like losing their shit on Monday because of what happened on Game of Thrones. You wouldn't get that if it was all dropped.
Yeah, that's totally true. I mean, it's all that build up of the drama because it's stretched out, right? You've got this anticipation. You've got this time factor in your head, like, oh man, the show, like this season's been going on for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, so it seems like it's a big part of your life at that point.
Whereas,
but I think also the time in between the episodes is probably more a testament to the quality of the show. because it takes forever to film Game of Thrones.
Totally.
Like,
yeah,
so
they're filming,
they're still filming and they're still editing when they're releasing the first episode. Like,
Yeah.
they've work to do. It's
Yeah.
not like they're all done. We're just gonna make you wait.
Mhm.
No, there's like they're working on it.
Whereas opposed to Netflix,
right.
or
We finished up
or
all
a
these,
Hulu
yeah.
show or Amazon show, it literally. Well, actually, no. Hulu doesn't actually drop everything at once. Not all the
And
time.
I know Netflix has
but for
been
the shows
starting
they
to
do,
weekly.
like the show is done when
Mhm.
they drop it.
And I
you
think
know?
part of the reason they're doing that is for a budget reason, is because it's cheaper to pay all of your staff or whatever for a set amount of time and finish everything.
Yeah.
Rather than have them be like on your payroll for 6 months.
Yeah.
You know, so
While they're
it's
filming
much
this whole.
easier to just get it all out. And I think it's great that startup. I wouldn't say startup, but like smaller film producer companies, publishers, whatever, are able to do that now.
Yeah.
And just like have a quick, rapid release whole freaking season at once.
Mhm.
And some of it's awesome, like Altered Carbon. That was sweet.
No, that
Still
was
gotta
cool.
watch it. It's on my list. So
And
It's good.
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe it does depend on like the quality of it, and that's another thing. Do you think the quality of these streaming platform only shows are up to snuff with certain things, like movies and stuff? Like, so we got.
It really depends on what the show is and what. Like, it's funny because a lot of people make a joke. Oh, Netflix, like that South Park episode. Like
That's
they
what I
call Netflix. Hi, this is Netflix. We'll greenlight your show in like less than a week.
Yeah, like, it's
because they greenlight like everything and like there's a like definitely like varying degrees of quality with Netflix stuff, especially like.
Excuse me.
No, you're fine. I know a few
Just, I
shows.
thought the thing fell. I was like, what just happened?
Is that the first sneeze on the cast?
No, I think I've probably sneezed before, but it was just
I
funny
don't
because
remember that ever happening.
it sounded like this broke and started falling, and I was like, oh shit.
It's like, oh shit, the wall. Anyway, yeah, like I feel like I hear about specials on Netflix that are bad, but never like the whole series. Like I'm trying to think of something,
Oh, I gotta mention another
and
thing
maybe
real quick.
like I've heard a lot about like Glow.
Glow is cool. I actually watched the
And
first
I
season.
just got recommended that.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot.
I was like, I was shocked because they were describing it to me, and they didn't use like the terms like wrestling or anything. They were like describing it in a very
I have no idea
a
what
very
it's
like
about.
vague way, and it was
Yeah.
they making it seem like really interesting.
Gorgeous
They were like,
ladies
it's
of wrestling.
It's about like girls wrestling.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, that show? Are you kidding me? Like,
It's
that's
actually
good.
dude. I think it's pretty funny. There's also one on there, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Oh,
It's
I've seen
actually
that.
funny.
That's really
That's been
funny.
on
Yeah.
Netflix, I think, since like the fucking beginning. That
Yeah,
must have been
it
one
was-
of the
it's
first
a really
shows.
old show.
And
the characters on like in their little apartment, like her roommate,
It's
hilarious.
it's great.
Like so funny.
There are some shows that live and die by I think that like model though of like you can just watch these all in one. And I guess that's older shows. What am I thinking? So you guys ever watch Blue Mountain State?
Nope.
No.
That was on Netflix for God knows how many years. But like that was a show. It came out regularly on Spike. But it was just about this mountain college town where these football players getting into stupid shit. The guy who plays Hawk was actually in it. For New
and
Time.
Stephen Amell's in it.
Yeah, he's in one of the first episodes.
It's like one of those shows where like everyone who's ever been on TV rotates in and out of it.
And it was just hilarious, and it's like one of
those.
those things where I could just watch it back to back, and I'm like, this is awesome. But like, I'm curious if that back to back thing does fade over the while of that we've had it for now so long that it might take the luster out of some of these shows. But like you said, Altered Carbon still very good. We all enjoyed it a lot and watched that pretty much straight through fairly quickly.
Right.
But yeah, I just don't know what's going to happen if we keep getting all of these different streaming services, and I would like to see that.
And I think we'll talk about something new that's coming out and different. DC is launching a streaming service, and I think this is something we've never seen before in the way of streaming services. Where, okay, we're gonna do some exclusive shows.
Yeah.
That's
obviously known,
Obviously, it
but
all involves DC.
It honestly might not be the first time, but it's definitely the first time a big company has done it.
Yeah.
Like I remember, you guys definitely don't remember this, but almost 10 years ago, probably the first internet streaming show service ever, Toonami Jetstream. They
it
were
sounds
streaming
familiar.
exclusive shows on the internet.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, back in like 2005, 2004, like a really long time ago.
And it's And I don't even, because Netflix would technically be doing that already, but I think the cool part with DC is like...
Yeah. So what I was going to say is, we're going to get the Batman animated series from the 90s. All the old DC shows that were on when we were kids, the new stuff, Young Justice is getting a new season because of this. Maybe the movies, not quite sure.
We don't even know yet, but I even think beyond all this, just the actual streaming stuff is you're getting apparently all DC comics from like the last, literally since that came out, like all the DC like on the streaming services you get discounts on clothing options and stuff like that they sell. Like I said, you get every comic. There was a bunch of others. It seems like this is just covering more than just streaming, which I think is very
and it's
cool.
It's covering a lot of avenues, not just movies, TV shows, old stuff that like maybe the fucking Flash show from the 90s, like old stuff that like
you can watch that on CW.
Yeah, like stuff like that where like maybe not a lot of people are watching it, but like hey, like it's on there.
Have you ever seen that? The flat it's the suit. I just wish you could. It's just like this red felt suit. It looks good.
I've seen that.
I actually think it looks, for the time, like the suit looks funny and good, but that's a whole nother thing.
And I think what they're doing with DC is cool
because
they're gonna launch
more like
Titans with it, and there's a Swamp Thing show coming out, and
Young definitely
Justice season 3 is coming out, and I'm really hyped for those things.
Yeah, it sounds like that is it's more just like digital content access.
Oh,
but I'm wondering like the applications for that are like awesome.
And
like,
plus,
that's what I'm
like
thinking.
mangas and like stuff like that.
They come out with some top fucking notch. Like animated movies.
Some of that stuff has dived in the
lot.
last couple years, but yeah.
Yeah, they come out with some pretty cool shit that
They do.
Marvel really doesn't have on par with at all.
Yeah,
like,
they definitely do reign
I'm
in that.
sitting here and I'm like, could Marvel do it? I don't think so. Like on the scale DC is doing it, I don't.
Well, no, it's true, but that's Disney will do that, and I think that they do have the scale for that.
Then if you're going to talk about a Disney streaming service, what exactly does that entail?
I think they have more on there than DC will.
But are they going to put everything on there? Is the Disney Channel going to be on there? Is there all the animated movies?
Like I said, I don't know.
What does that entail?
I would assume, because that's all there's, like, that's everything. Why wouldn't that be on there? That would just be... There would be no point to not putting that on there and make the streaming service.
I mean, if they were smart, they would be working with Netflix to instead try to put
exactly.
That
now
on
they're
Netflix.
just trying to.
But then you're giving it access to more people who have already the Netflix app. You're splitting your audience.
No, yeah.
When you're saying, hey, this is a new platform, go buy this and download it and use it.
And that's what I'm saying. Are we hitting the ceiling of like? Like, CBS is the big one for me. It's even bigger than, like, Disney or anything like that. Like, what is on CBS? But, I mean, I do get the Star Trek thing.
Yeah,
but, like, even that...
Which I hear is good.
And, yeah, I actually have heard...
Star Trek Discovery.
What's this?
Star Trek Discovery? It's the new Star Trek series.
Yeah.
You never heard of it?
Apparently it's pretty good.
It's on CBS. Apparently it's very good.
And I'm not surprised you haven't heard about it, because who the fuck's watching it and talking about it?
Because it's on CB fucking S All Access.
Well, hey, look. They know their audience.
No, hey. And I'm just curious to...
watches TV. That's what it is.
Yeah, but then they're like
dying breed.
But they're gonna pay for that. I guess I
like watching live TV. It's funny because
no TV is live TV anymore though.
But I think he means like watching an episode of a show as it exactly airs. Yeah,
as it's aired.
Yeah. But like me personally, I like The Flash would come on every night. I'd wait till 10 or 9, the hour after it was done, so that way I could just watch it.
Yeah, but
without
I'm on the
commercials.
couch 8 o'clock when it starts.
Mm-hmm. But what else? So there's like
Careful with the mic. You're just getting super close.
Well, sorry, I'm not used to being up in my grill. Release format, but yeah, I think that was basically the major points I wanted to hit. I just don't know how this will sustain itself if everyone keeps making their own streaming service, or if it's even like, do you guys even see that happening? Do you think that's
there is a lot.
Over worry?
And I feel like not a lot of people, I've maybe realized this, but like how different like Hulu and Netflix are. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
You know, like Hulu is essentially an on-demand service with a few extras. Netflix is a totally like, this shit's just on here when it is. Right. I don't know. Like,
Hulu, even. I mean,
the next day, an episode of The Flash will be on Hulu to watch on demand.
That is sweet.
So, like, new episodes of stuff go onto Hulu.
Whereas, like, Netflix, it'll be at the end of the season that will all show up.
Hulu's, like, more of a reflection of what's coming on TV.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Netflix is just its own.
And then Amazon is more of a Netflix typey.
Yeah, Amazon, it's like, I just have Amazon Prime. So
you have the streaming.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like,
do you still get ads on Hulu if you have Hulu Plus?
if with mine you do, because I guess I got the like lower version that's free. That's annoying.
Yeah.
But like I am getting
That's the
it
only
free
reason
with
I
my
would never-
$5 Spotify. I assume if you pay for the $10 actual Hulu subscription, you don't have. Do you have Hulu? Do you have ads on it? How much do you pay a month?
I don't know. I don't pay.
Fair enough. But yeah, that is. See, I don't complain about the ads solely because I'm getting it for free with my Spotify thing that I'm only paying $5 with to begin with. But yeah, I think if you're paying like $10 or $20 a month, get those fucking ads out of there. You fucks.
Yeah, that's still crap.
No.
I mean, the only reason.
See,
Hulu's
ads
free
don't
was
like
Spotify.
super bother me because it's just
Bug
an
the
excuse
shit
for me
out
to
of
get
me.
up and like maybe go get something to eat or go to the bathroom.
But I would rather just pause it whenever I want to, and then go get up and get something to eat.
Bingo.
I don't want to have an ad.
Or should I
be
say
that excuse.
Timbo? No, that doesn't work. But yeah,
Kinda.
you get it. Timbo.
No, it'd be like
Don't-
Tingo.
Tingo, yeah, it
Nah,
doesn't. Yeah, it
it
doesn't.
doesn't.
Don't say that.
Yeah, Tingo. Okay, but another thing that I find happening to myself whenever I pull up Netflix and I'm like, I just want to watch something. I don't know, and I start looking through this. I just get so overwhelmed that I'm like, I'm playing video games. I don't care.
See,
Like,
I
even-
never just go on Netflix and be like, "What's on here?" I never do that. I
do that a lot.
I go on with a very intent to watch something.
That's
specific.
where I feel like TV has the leg up, for me at least, where I can just kind of flip through and see what's on, and maybe it sucks that there's this limited range, but I guess it makes me watch whatever's on
Yeah,
since
and
there's
it's
that
also
limited
TV,
range.
The advantage that TV has is that every time you flip through a channel, it's like it's
immediately is
there.
there.
It's
Yeah,
immediately there's something happening. Like
You
I
can
think
kind of get a
Netflix could get there though. Like,
No, totally.
Anything could
Yeah,
get
yeah,
there.
Oh, they could.
But even, I mean, it
But-
does autoplay now as soon as you scroll on to something, which is
Oh, I do
interesting,
that.
which I
Netflix does
hate.
that?
I
Yeah.
hate that.
Maybe
I
my
hate that.
Netflix app isn't like the latest because mine.
Maybe not.
doesn't do
Dude, it
that.
auto
And then
plays
it's
and
like
I hate
there's
that shit.
they need trailers on there. I get like they don't have you can't play a trailer for a movie on Netflix. Is
Yeah,
that
you
weird
can.
or
I
is
thought
that
you could?
No, it just plays like a clip from the movie or something with some weird like background music that isn't of the movie. Like I remember Avengers came up and it was just showing like a montage of different scenes with like some weird score behind it that definitely wasn't Avengers.
That's weird.
And it's just I think they got to get better about like that aspect somehow. And I guess they try to drive you towards what they think you want based on your preferences and what you've watched.
So,
But I don't know.
So one thing I'm kind of just scared about is like just these random bullshit streaming services just coming up and like trying to like get a
their
piece of the pie
exactly.
or something. Like CBS, like who the fuck needs that? Who's
Well, honestly, if you've used a Roku and you've seen the apps for all of these
there's
streaming
just so much
services,
bullshit.
There's a ton. There's like Crackle,
That's
Crunchyroll.
yeah, like I
Sony
forgot
View,
about
Well,
Crunchyroll
Crunchyroll
makes
anime.
NBC,
Exactly.
CNN, Fox. Everything has a streaming app now,
yeah.
and they're all like doing content, whatever.
That's
it's just,
exclusive
like,
to their app. Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. It's just I use
It-
one. I use one thing.
It is a little nuts, and I
Yeah.
will admit.
And that's why it's just really interesting to think about because everyone complains about their TV.
You feel like
and their
like
cable.
they would come together and like do something. I don't know.
It's very it's like, hey guys, what, like it's gonna get to a point where everyone's all separate, everyone has their own streaming service, then another guy's gonna come along and be like, hey guys, I got a good idea. What if I bundle all of these streaming services together for you at this low price?
Literally TV.
Well,
That's what I mean.
so,
Like,
yeah.
that's why it's not going to. That's why that's not going to happen.
Exactly.
They're going to get individualized.
And I
Where-
hope
where
it
now
does.
they don't even have a platform. It's here's my content out in the wild, and the only way to access that content is to pay for it via whatever medium you choose, whether that's Netflix, Amazon, whatever. You can
So
just
then
buy
there-
it there, and there it is.
So then Netflix would be that center hub.
Netflix is going to
In
become
theory,
a platform where
yeah.
you're not going to. Whether you have like a Netflix or Netflix Plus or Netflix like whatever,
And that's again,
they're gonna be charging you for special premium whatever.
And
That's
see,
what they're gonna do. I mean,
what would
honestly,
be
the price
interesting.
is so good right now,
Yeah.
but it's not gonna last.
What would be interesting is if like there was this where you could literally just go on. There's a list of all your channels, and you click, I want to subscribe to all these, add it up, I'll pay that a month or something like that.
Yeah,
Like, that would be-
TV does that.
But
right
like,
now. I mean,
see, does it like because I thought you could only buy like packages. So like you get certain channels that you you can't individually literally go and pick out.
Some providers
Some
have
do.
packages. Some have like a pick and choose. Where like
Interesting.
it's
But,
$5
like,
bucks.
But I assume the pick and
HBO
choose is very
is usually-
expensive
If,
comparatively.
yeah, if you're just it
HBO
depends.
is usually on that pick and choose. Stars is usually one of them. Like, but like I know there are a lot of like fucking
Yeah, all the
random
premium channels are.
Like, you go through and you're like, how the hell do you even get this? Like, it's usually part.
Like
of the
I just
bundle
don't.
or
I don't
something.
have this. This is just a weird one. Talladega Nights was on the CMT channel.
What the fuck
And
is that?
It's I don't know the country music channel. I don't know. Anyways,
That might be what
I
it
clicked to the
is.
country music. Yeah, I think that's actually. I clicked to
Wow.
it and it was like you don't subscribe to this. I'm like weird, and I go over Supers. And then he turns it on because I think Ricky Bobby was on again, and he subscribed to it. I'm like, why are you subscribed to this? And I'm not. Like, I
And
just
why
don't.
is Talladega Nights replaying on the
Exactly.
country music channel?
It was just one of those weird things. I'm like, it's so true. How do I gain access to this channel? Like, what?
Right?
That's funny.
You gotta
Yeah.
go on. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck.
It's
How do you even get this?
it's really interesting, man.
And like now there's smart TVs and stuff, and you know they have apps built in. I don't have a smart TV.
Yeah, my projector has Netflix, YouTube, all that built in.
How new is that? What year?
Probably almost 2 years now, maybe a little more.
So when you got it, was it brand new?
No, I got it used.
No, I know that, but like, was the year?
I
was
think it was
made.
2 years old, maybe a little less.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since I'm sorry, I mean,
No, yeah, it's just smart TVs are definitely. I mean, every TV you get now has
It's-
something in it.
yeah.
I mean, it's so easy to throw a little tiny computer in there, run Android or whatever.
mm-hmm.
You have apps.
Yeah, my dad's got a 4K smart TV, and it's
Yeah.
the shit. And I'm just like, I want a 4K TV so bad.
They're really good. And
they're getting to
they're
like the
coming down
affordable
in
range,
price,
right?
too.
Yeah, it's starting to balance out. So like that's the
But
regular
see,
technology.
Like, that's really only good for gaming now because
And watching cool
Netflix
shit
doesn't
on
stream. Netflix doesn't stream in 4K.
No.
So it's like, what's the
But
point?
YouTube, some videos, like a lot of trailers, like Death Stranding trailers, for example, because I know they're in 4K. You can watch them in 4K, and YouTube has some of those options. But yeah, streaming stuff, like you're not gonna stream a 4K show.
No.
Not for
It's
a
just
while.
not available.
There's
Yeah.
no way.
It's not
And
that
it's
you
just-
even can.
No, yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't know if you guys know this, but some internet providers actually do put a data cap on your home internet.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Are you being sarcastic?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I looked
no,
up
being
the
sarcastic
East
is in like because like you get fucked on the internet all the time.
No, like
that's
your
interesting. I did not
cell
know that.
phone is different. Like I'm talking home internet.
Yeah, like your-
you
like
can
your
get
ba-
data caps on your home internet. Like when I lived in East Stroudsburg, I had a 600 gigabyte limit for a month. And you'd think 600 gigabytes. Nobody's
Yeah.
I'm getting every single time because streaming and
holy
everything.
shit!
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's
Are you
fucked.
serious?
Yes. I'm serious.
You
How?
jack offs.
That's what they do. They have
Was
a
this
600
Comcast or
gigabyte
was it
limit. No, it was
Verizon?
Blue Ridge. Yeah.
Who the
So
fuck
they're-
is
they're like
that?
a local
Blue Ridge.
company.
And it's
But-
fun, it's that South Park episode where they're like, all right, go down the street. What are you gonna do about it? And then you're like,
Opens his nipples. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You fucked.
But
So-
I think like the part of the reason why they could do that is because they were the only fiber provider in
Around
the
there.
entire
Yeah.
area.
Exactly, the nipple
So-
thing, bro. It's all.
Yeah,
goes back
it's
to the
like,
nipples.
yeah,
It's all the nipples, man.
it's like, where else are you gonna go, bitch? Like, all right, I guess that's that.
Right,
Thanks.
because Verizon, they duped me. I paid for 30 meg, and they were like, "Yeah, you're getting 5." And I'm like, "No."
Pardon
Like,
me? No, that's not how that works.
So
Yeah.
that was cut off. I'm like, "No, you're done." So then I did Blue Ridge, and it was expensive, but like it was definitely worth having.
Better, yeah, it was
like
better than what
60
that was.
meg down internet. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
that's
way good.
ridiculous. So, since we already brought it up, and it is a streaming service, and we should talk about them anyways, music streaming services. Do I use Spotify? I will say I
Spotify.
absolutely love Spotify.
I
think
will die by Spotify.
I think that if there's anything that streaming makes the most sense for, in definitely it's music.
I'm ready
just
for
in the
Tim
way-
goes. I use Pandora.
No, but even like so, that's
Pandora
what I'm curious.
sucks.
So you Pandora's. I
I
think
don't
Pandora's.
like internet radio, especially Pandora, because it just becomes the same fucking 10 songs.
If you start liking too many things, yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It
I
starts playing
used
the
to
same
use
stuff.
I used to use Pandora, and
That-
then I'm like, these channels are exactly the fucking
And
same.
Spotify does have that for free that you can actually do. They're like their channels. But Tim, what do you
they do.
use, if at all?
I
It's-
mean,
it's
I
streaming,
don't pay
music.
for Spotify Premium. I just
Use Spotify?
I
And
think
you
it's
get
great.
ads?
I mean, I get ads.
The only
Yeah.
reason, okay,
I hate them.
they wrote me in. You want to know fucking how? I got
Why?
the dot 3.
3
I
months
got-
for $5
No,
or something. Yeah.
3 months for $1 each.
Yeah.
And I never left, and I got charged $10 after that.
See,
I just never took it off because I like it. I don't know.
Well, listen, that's the thing. I paid $5.
I get unlimited skips and no ads.
I'd pay $10 for this service now after having it for so long, just because I honestly do like being
it's worth it.
I think it is. You get new music most of the like everyone's new music mostly goes up there.
Yeah,
you
podcasts.
You can download all your own stuff so you can play it offline. I do think, like, I'm not going to pay individually for my music.
And you can upload your local stuff to your computer, but if you're on your mobile, you can't. You can't listen to that stuff. But if you upload local music to a PC and add it to like a playlist, like you can listen to that stuff on there.
And I know, what is it? Apple Music has a big one now too. There's this kind of the same deal.
Back up for a second. You're saying you can download the MP3s from Spotify?
Yeah.
And have the MP3 file.
And listen listen to them offline if you
If so, like you can, I can download my full. Yeah,
okay.
you can't.
I don't like that.
I think I might
see. That's why like I never feel like I have to play. Like I use Spotify, I use Pandora to find new music, and then sometimes I make a playlist, whatever, if just for fun. But when I actually go to listen to music, I go download that. I either buy it or I pirate it, and I have it like I have a hard copy.
No, I hear you, and that's. And I just love the convenience on my phone, and I get that the thing of having it that just in your house physically or like just with you totally. And it's funny, I feel that way more about video games, so I don't know maybe why I wouldn't feel that way about music, which is interesting. But
well, it depends. If you love video games on a different level than you love music,
there you go. And that's I guess that just kind of shows it. But I do think that I know a bunch of artists get all pissy about it. They're taking away all of our money because they're using all these streaming services. Like, how much do you make for a concert? Just tell me how much.
No,
like it's ridiculous.
Streaming services are not taking money away from artists. Period.
If they were to
if they were to sell the same number of like copies of CDs, they would make just as much.
Yeah.
Like their record label and like everything, for all the publishing costs, like they get nothing for their album sales now. It's all concerts and merch and whatever. That's what they get paid for, like to actually perform, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, like,
that's just
you play music for a living.
Like, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, meanwhile, there's guys digging ditches literally for a living somewhere.
To die in.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
You heard it here.
But I think that's covered every aspect I wanted to.
Yeah,
I don't know if there's anything.
Why don't we do like closing?
So that's what. Yeah, I was gonna come in and say a little bit of housekeeping here. We got a bunch of new stuff that went up in the past couple days, actually, which is it's a lot of fun. We got ourselves on iTunes. You can go search Delco Nerd Network on iTunes or the Apple Podcast app. You should find us on there very easily. We have our last 3 episodes up, so that would be E3 2018, Detroit Become Human review, and Westworld Season 2 review. Also, our website is up, so you can actually go just download the audio file, if you really want to. Go to our website, click podcasts, click on whatever one you want to download. There should be a download link there. Bibbidi bobbidi boop. You got it. Also,
that's www.delconerdnetwork.com.
That would be helpful if you knew the actual.
We're still working on it. It's still work in progress.
Of course, there's not a ton on there.
We had a photo shoot over the weekend with our friend Delaney, and we're gonna
shout out.
Yeah,
kill Delaney.
Yeah, we got some content.
Killer.
We got some content for the site that we're gonna be putting up, working on some Abound pages, but it's almost there. Of course, it's gonna be constantly being updated, or if we come up with new things. We're going to be on Google soon, so Android users like myself.
Yeah, I just applied
can listen on there, and
I mean,
we're updating thumbnails. Tim's doing a great job on that front. We're changing even the videos a little bit, changing the fonts. We're just doing like a
little bit of an overhaul.
An overhaul of things. Yeah, it's been a while. I think even before Tim joined that we really we kind of had a format. We started with that and
now we're kind of switching it up a bit. I mean, not to say we obviously you can still find us on our YouTube channel and stuff like that. All that stuff's going to stay the same.
But we now have audio versions
so
of the podcast,
you can listen to it on the go and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. And also I'm trying to work on some type of written facet
facet
of the website, whether it be like a blog or a newsletter or something. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what we'd want it to be. But hopefully that would be up in some time. It would be something cool, something extra to look at and read into.
Yeah, also, anyone watching, tell us what you want.
Exactly.
Tell us, give us suggestions. Beat us up.
Seriously.
Be mean. Like, how can we improve? What can we do to help you? What do you want to hear?
Not too mean.
I mean,
but like
don't make us cry.
exactly.
Dudes are sensitive.
Constructively
I'm
mean.
sensitive.
I'll cry first. It'll just be a single tear first, though. But I think that about covers all the housekeeping, boys. Right? Am I missing anything?
No.
You can check out all the pictures we got from the photo shoot with Delaney on our Facebook page.
Yeah,
and
we'll have
Instagram.
them up.
We'll have them up very soon. I'm going to probably post an Instagram post of them after I leave here. So thank you guys so much for watching live on Twitch if you are. We really appreciate it. You can find us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Delco Nerd Network, on Twitter and Instagram @Delco Nerds, youtube.com/Delco Nerd Network. I don't think I'm missing anything.
And
right?
iTunes.
Oh, yeah! Oh, and iTunes. Search Delco Nerd Network. Give us a subscription. Give us a review. That helps out a ton. Thank you so much. For Gooch, for Tim, I've been Trio. Thanks for watching, and stay nerdy.
Guys.